Hey guys, meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this morning mountain weather update, and this is the On the Snow Before You Go forecast. And here's what I'm seeing here this morning. So our storm cycle will continue all the way through probably 213 at this point. But we have a little bit of a dry break in the Intermountain West, but the next storm system will hit California 2425, major storm, moderate to strong atmospheric river surge, and then that storm will break loose and move into the interior states, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, New Mexico, like 2.5 through 2.9. So that's going to be a solid period. You can see the timeline here. Sierra gets nailed 2.425 with feet of snow and additional snow even beyond that. Tetons 2.5 through 2.8. Utah 2.5 through 2.9. Colorado 2.6 through 2.10. And then there's another storm behind that that'll run race out of California, really, and then into the central Rockies 2.8 through 2.10. And another one behind that for the northern tier, Pacific Northwest, BC, and then that will race down through Montana, Wyoming, and clip Colorado 2.10 and 2.11. So we still have a lot of snow yet to accumulate. In fact, here's my spider chart. Odds of best snow next 7 days. More purple higher on the web, better odds of new snow. And that's a lot of places. That's Colorado. That's the Tetons. That's Utah. That's northern New Mexico. That's the Sierra for sure. Those places are probably going to be highest on the list. And then you can see the areas that would be lower across the Pacific Northwest, BC, and so on. But there's a lot of great places to choose from over the next 7 days for brand new snowfall. All right, let me take you back. I want to show you water vapor and give you the lay of the land right now. So our big storm system 2425 is right here plowing into California. Very rich transport. And wait till I show you the jet setup with this, bringing all that atmospheric river moisture, slamming it into the Sierra. We're going to get 6 months worth of rain in Los Angeles out of this thing and feet of snow in the Sierra. And then that whole storm would break loose and move into the interior 2.5 through probably 2.9. There is another storm system behind this, which will be a player in the forecast as well. So we've got action lined all the way up. All right, you can see what the forecast is here. This is forecast integrated vapor transport. This is how we look for atmospheric river moisture. This is valid for the south central California coast, 35 north, 120.5 west. And you can see that moderate to strong atmospheric river surge coming on 2425. And then that storm system would break loose and move into the interior with some of that moisture and hit the interior Rockies. Let me show you how this plays out. So here's the forecast radar and satellite. So here we are on Monday morning. This is at 5 a.m. Heavy snow in the Sierra. The storm begins to throw moisture into the interior Rockies, Idaho, Tetons, Wasatch. 2:05 in the afternoon. Here's 2:06 in the morning. 2:06 in the afternoon. Now by 2:07, the storm is really making its move. Heavy snow Tetons, Idaho, Montana, down through the Wasatch into Bryan Head. Heavy snow in western and southwest Colorado. 2:07 in the afternoon, it continues. By 2:08, it's moving through Colorado and New Mexico. And it's tough to see here, but there's another storm that came racing out of California. Now it's diving down into parts of Utah, Vegas, Arizona. That's another storm system, and that will keep the snow going through Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. 2:08, and watch it, into 2.9 as well. And then it moves away after 2:10. And then there's another storm. You can see it hitting the Pacific Northwest, BC, Banff, clipping parts of Idaho and Montana. Watch what happens. 2:11 into 2:12. It races down through Wyoming and Colorado. And then that sort of ends the period. But that is a solid storm cycle with 3, maybe 4 additional storm systems on the prowl. All right, let me take you back, and I want to show you the jet stream setup here. So this is 2.5. And with this, look at that powerful orientation, that subtropical jet slamming that moisture up against the Sierra. And then that moisture transport continues all the way up into Utah, Colorado, Idaho, Wyoming. That is powerful stuff. Okay, here's the jet by 2.7. So that storm moves into the interior. You can see the trough moving through Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado. And then potentially, again, there's another storm that'll come racing out of central California. Here's the jet stream by 2:10, and you can see storm system right there over parts of Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. So it's just one after another on this conveyor belt. Snowfall by period. So 2425 is a really important time period for California and the Sierra, so I wanted to include that. You can see heavy snow 1 to 3 feet for the Sierra, and then some of that moisture by 2.5 is already hitting the Wasatch and also hitting the Tetons, 2.5. For both of those places with significant accumulation in some cases. All right, let me show you the next period. So this is the big one, 2.6 through 2.9. An additional 2 to 3 feet potentially for the Wasatch. Another basically foot for the Tetons. And in western and southwest Colorado, that's where the bulk of the accumulation is going to be. 8 to 16 inches, maybe as much as 2 feet over southwest Colorado. A lot less on the Continental Divide up there around Loveland, A Basin, Winter Park, Keystone, Eldora. Less there. Not as much as the previous storm. So that's where the focus will be with that pattern. Okay, let's go into 210 through 213. Most of the snow here comes out of the northern tier, BC, and runs down through Wyoming, clipping Utah, and then running down through Colorado. And you can see the potential accumulation there, another, 3 to 8 inches for most places. So we've got a lot of snow yet to accumulate through 213. All right, one last stop into the northeast, all the way through the 13th. There's some light snowfall accumulation through Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine at the major ski areas, but the moderate to heavy belt of snow is south of there. You can see the storm track runs it right through Massachusetts and southern New York. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this On the Snow Before You Go forecast. Take care and be safe.